People who fall in love are super annoying, especially when one of them is a friend and you have no choice but to be happy about it. Or so thought Sam Sawyer as she looked over her to-do list. She'd been marginally productive that Monday morning, considering she usually got into the Buxom Boudoir studio a full hour before anyone else, sometimes two, but who was counting? She liked getting there early, turning on the lights, starting the coffee maker, and filling the electric tea kettle, then looking over River North from the large floor-to-ceiling windows that made up an entire wall of the studio, letting in as much natural light as possible. With the start of April, spring was trying its hardest to start in Chicago, and watching the sunrise over the city buildings was a wonderfully serene way to spend the early hours of the day. Sam finally forced herself from the windows to start her day. After firing off a terse email about an entire order of whips gone missing, necessary props for an ad campaign for Dana's latest luscious lingerie collection, confirming that the other props were clean and ready to use, tidying the studio for an early staff meeting and photo shoot, printing the meeting agendas, and confirming everyone's lunch order from Simone's, Sam returned to her desk from her window pane of solace and began hunting for the best place to order thongs for an avant-garde jewelry campaign Cassie was photographing in a month. Why anyone thought nude meant one shade of light beige was beyond Sam. And why was it so difficult to find affordable and size-inclusive options? But as for the whole falling in love is annoying thing, well, in a fit of passion, or insanity, Sam had volunteered to throw Cassie and her fiancé, Reed, an engagement party at the studio. Not only had it been months since they got engaged, Sam wasn't sure that Cassie even wanted an official engagement party. But apparently they had been asked by friends and clients alike. The small dinner they'd had with family and close friends in the weeks after their engagement last fall had not sufficed. For whatever reason, Sam decided the engagement party needed a theme. And she landed on Alice in Wonderland. And the spark that had faded from Cassie's eyes when it came to actually planning her impending nuptials returned. And because they were in the business of making people feel bold and empowered, it was going to be a sexy Alice in Wonderland-themed engagement party. Costumes, lingerie-inspired, natch, were required. When Sam eventually stood to stretch, she flipped the switch to turn on the rest of the overhead lights in the studio, and a proverbial light bulb went off in her head. Luscious lingerie. Not only had Dana and Cassie both designed lingerie lines for the Chicago-based company, Sam had also modeled in a campaign alongside her friends, and she'd become friendly with several employees there. Perhaps it was time to come up with some kind of regular lingerie replenishment deal, exclusively through Luscious Lingerie. It wouldn't be the first business partnership between BB and LL, two companies aligned in their devotion to body inclusivity. Sam's mind started racing. Skin-toned undergarments in a variety of colors and sizes would also be great for boudoir clients who wanted more coverage for their session than some of the outfits they ended up in. And if Sam could pull some strings and get Cassie to send the email, her marketing contact at Luscious Lingerie might take it seriously as a business deal and a way to keep one of their most popular influencer partners happy. As Sam opened a blank email to start drafting her message and added another bullet point to her never-ending to-do list to discuss this during the staff meeting, she heard the muffled steps of someone coming up the stairs. Sam's desk was the check-in point for clients and right by the main entrance to the studio. Judging by the light, quick pace, Sam correctly guessed it was Kit.